So it's being said that Diddy, everybody, might allegedly be released from prison on May 8th, 2028. Why are we still talking about Diddy? You know, he did what he did, like I said last week, but if he's released, you know, whatever, but I mean, I'm not mad at Diddy as like I was when this all came out, but Diddy is still Diddy. You know, he did what he did, so why are we still talking about him? Or why is he being released? All that stuff he did, shouldn't he be in there for life? And shouldn't he be there until he dies? Like, why are we still talking about him? And why is he getting out so early? 2028? I know it's only, well, you might as well say it's 2026. Today is November 3rd, all right? So you might as well say it's 2026. But anyways, 2028 is literally a year, 2 years away, and he's already getting out. Now, I'm not even gonna say that, but maybe it's just because of his celebrity fame and all that stuff. So everybody, Tyler Perry stupidly donated $100,000 to Marvin Winans' church after the church got criticized for being greedy. Now take a look at what Marvin said. I didn't know. You know what? Just take a look first.
Since it broke out Monday, we have received one person called and he said, tell my name. He said, because I know God is in this. Tyler Perry said $100,000.
I don't know why the lady in the gold is praise dancing like she's getting some. You know, the pastor was just out a few months ago being greedy, talking about the money. And no, I'm not getting him confused for whatever that other man was, you know, the close the doors man. No, I'm not getting them confused. But this man right here, he was asking the church for money anyways. And you know, I think this is the problem with a lot of churches nowadays. You know, you go there to learn about God and, you know, you go there to get your lesson and learn about everything else. And then the churches just ask for money. You know, I think that's the only reason people want people to come to church. You know, pastors are like, yeah, when COVID happened, you know, people stopped coming to church and I haven't really been the same. You haven't been the same because you haven't been getting the same money that you were getting before COVID. That's the only reason that people want people to go to churches now, you know. In my opinion, you might say otherwise, but I know a lot of churches in my area, they're very greedy and, you know, all they want is money. They don't care about the Lord. And, you know, half of the pastors at these churches now are out in the streets doing drugs and selling drugs, and some of them are even gay, and they want to act like that. They're so holy and everything. Anyways, so Italy, everybody, is allegedly banning gay and lesbian couples from becoming parents. Now, when I saw this, you know, most people reacted to it like, oh my gosh, why would they do this? My opinion, I'm like, okay, that's good. You know, when, just as this coming from Darius Owens, you know, when a child or a kid grows up with gay parents or lesbian parents, I think that confuses them a lot. You know, they grow up and they go to schools and then they get bullied for having a same gender parent duo, and then they come home crying, and then the gay or lesbian parents, they want to get mad and say, oh my gosh, why are they treating you like this? Or why are you getting treated like you're so different at school? It's because that they have gay parents or a lesbian parent. You know, that's not normal nowadays. You know, I mean, it was never normal, but just saying, I feel like this confuses the children. So then when they go to school, they get bullied, like I said, and then, you know, it's just, it ruins their brain. And I can understand if, like, because I know people like this, you know, they'll have a child with a man, and then the mom and dad, they'll stay together until the child is about 9 years old for them to understand, you know, to understand the fact that they have two same gender or different, you know what I'm saying. And then I understand if some people go out and get gay after the child comes 11 or 12 or something. I feel like the child will understand more than when he's like 4 or 5 in kindergarten. Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go.